So I'm Bouchra, I'm 24 this year, and I'm a master's student in UCL in Management Sciences. And I did the SUSI program 2 years ago, during summer 2016, in Chattanooga, in Tennessee. It was a 5 weeks program. The 4 first weeks were in Chattanooga, in Tennessee, at the University of Tennessee in Chattanooga. And the last week was like a study tour between Boston and Washington, D.C. So during the four first weeks, basically we were going to school on the morning, and then we have activities with the community in Chattanooga during the afternoon. And on Saturday we are doing we were visiting other cities in the US. So we went to Atlanta, to Nashville, and to Huntsville, where there is like the NASA center there. So it was super cool for first week. And then when we were to Boston, it was totally different. We visited Harvard campus, MIT campus, and other Boston highlights places. So yeah. And in Washington, D.C., we were basically staying at the hotel because we were presenting our project and so on. And we made a tour of the Capitol, the White House, like a touristic tour. The Summer Institute for Social Entrepreneurship were focused on social entrepreneurship, but we had one topic for each week. So the first week was about US history, and then the other 3 weeks were more focused about business and social entrepreneurship. So basically, social entrepreneurship is the way that we resolve social issues by using business theories. These programs changed the way I was thinking about the US, definitely, because what I knew about the US, it was like New York, Los Angeles, all the things in the movies. And even when you know the Far West movies, you are like just, okay, it's maybe just the Texas state, and all the other states in the US are totally not like that. But when I arrived in Chattanooga, I was like, okay, so it's like the view about the US people also, I was thinking that they were a bit like racist or just like not really open-minded. When they will like saw me with my hijab and stuff, they will say, okay, a Muslim woman in the US, stuff like that. But then everyone was super cool, and I learned a lot about the community issues, and I was like, okay, so we have great infrastructure in Belgium. We have super, a public transportation network and stuff like that, because it was really a mess that you have to take a bus and there is no bus stops. So you just have to stay, and everyone know where the bus stop is. But when you are a tourist, you're like, okay, people are staying just on the street and they say like, here is the bus stop, but there's nothing to indicate that it's a bus stop. So yeah, it was like totally different view of the US. But when I arrived in Boston, I was like, okay, that's the US I know, but it's like all the US leaders and like mentors told us like it's the most European city in the US. So that's why we were like, okay, it's like kind of familiar city, big city with building and stuff. So yeah. So for the academically part, it was super enriching because we learned really a lot. For the professional part, I was already I already knew that I want to work on the social entrepreneurship side and like to resolve social issue with business models. But when I saw in Chattanooga that like, because one family creates an aquarium, it changed all the city and the economically growth of the city. I was super impressed, and I know that with small stuff you can do big stuff. So professionally, the impact was not so big because we more did academically stuff and volunteering. But personally, I was like super grateful for this program. I met amazing people, and we are still in touch in groups on WhatsApp and stuff like that. So it's like we call ourselves the sushi family. So I met a lot of people, and I think that I was already open-minded. But when I met people from all other countries, like from Romania and stuff like that, maybe I was a bit afraid to meet people from those countries. But when I meet them, I was like super, oh, they are just human like us, and we don't have to be like afraid of others. So yeah, that's for the personal parts.